Welcome back everybody, my name's Nick930 and this is a review for the newest update to Ghost Recon Wildlands, Special Operations 2. Special Operations 2, much like the previous Special Op, features another Tom Clancy IP, the Rainbow Six team. The update adds in a couple of short bonus missions to the single-player campaign, some cosmetic items, 2 new classes for the competitive Ghost War mode, and the update also comes coupled with some cool new additions to the main experience. Unfortunately, a good chunk of this content is locked behind the Season 2 pass and won't be available for other users until the end of July. But I was able to try out the new missions featuring the Rainbow Six operators, and while these missions seem to do a better job of combining the strengths of both franchises into a cohesive mission, there's still a ton of problems with it that make it more of a chore than a fun bonus experience. The first mission just has you running back and forth between a wrecked car so that Rainbow Six operator Twitch can investigate. After gathering some intel, you're told to drive to a cartel camp to obtain some information on Caveira's whereabouts. Unfortunately, once again, we're given a stupid forced combat situation, almost exactly like the one I complained about in the Splinter Cell update, where a bunch of helicopters spawn in and down you almost instantly if you're playing on any difficulty higher than normal. There's no way to avoid these reinforcements and are therefore forced to kill all the attackers. After this, you need to travel to a nearby town to gather more intel, which requires a little bit of stealth as there are some enemies patrolling in a nearby sector. After completing this mission, you then need to find Caveira and work alongside her and Twitch to exfiltrate a civilian target from inside the large chemical building. You can stealthily take out guards surrounding the building, but for some reason, Caveira starts screaming out when you get close and triggers everyone nearby to be alerted, which makes absolutely zero sense. Worst of all, she doesn't even seem to help you in the fight, so she just blows your cover and stands in doorways for the rest of the mission. The Rainbow Six part of the mission has you breaching doorways barricaded with a similar setup as the ones in Rainbow Six Siege. You can only breach these with explosives, and Caveira likes to stand directly in front of the door when you blow them open, so feel free to send her flying whenever possible, because thankfully there doesn't seem to be any friendly fire. It would have been cool to see Caveira or Twitch actually move up and set breaching charges, but they instead just stand around pointlessly. The firefights inside the buildings are a cool idea, but it unfortunately highlights the clunky combat controls in Ghost Recon, and also exposes some other fundamental flaws in the game logic, like flashbangs working about half the time. Enemy AI seems to just appear in rooms you've already cleared sometimes, and friendly AI can't seem to figure out how to move around the building, which is very frustrating when you're stuck waiting for a revive. After rescuing the target, I ran into a game-breaking bug where both Caveira and the target were stuck in a doorway downstairs and refused to go outside. You need both in order to continue the mission, and so I was forced to restart the entire engagement. After successfully completing the mission, you're given a fun little Rainbow Six Patriots Easter egg in the car ride to the extraction point, and are awarded with Caveira's signature gloves, complete with the bloodstain on the hand. It's a cool series of missions in theory, but the execution was just poorly done, and they really need to stop with these forced combat situations. Ghost Recon is about tactical squad stealth, and I'd like to see the developers behind this game focus on that fact with any future updates to this game or any future titles in this franchise. This update also introduces a few new weapons, some Caveira-themed cosmetic items, and 2 new multiplayer classes. The first class is a surgeon that plays a lot like Doc from Rainbow Six Siege. He can shoot a special healing dart from range to revive down teammates. The other operator behaves a lot like Smoke. You can deploy a special drone that can harass enemies, and can release a devastating cloud that can be lethal. And finally, there's Ghost Mode, which I'm not sure is technically part of this update, but it's still worth talking about as it's coming out later this month. Ghost Mode adds a new level of realism and difficulty to the core Wildlands experience by adding in permadeath, realistic reloading, and forces players to only obtain weapons off bodies or ammo boxes. You can also finally remove your AI teammates from the game, a feature I've wanted since the game release so I can play more stealthily. This mode should be available to Season 2 pass owners now, but will be available to everyone July 30th. And that's it for this Special Operations. What do you guys think of the new content? Do you think this does Rainbow Six justice? Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this posted every week.